There is so much synchronicity. You have so many things to look forward to. You believe that there is something better for you out there. You are right. Before we get started today, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that this is a difficult and dark time in the world for many of us right now. And I am coming into all of these readings with that understanding and awareness. And nothing that is shared here is intended to mitigate whatever else might be going on in your life at the moment. I see tarot as a way to empower oneself to be able to see things more clearly and know exactly where to take action when maybe the next best step isn't so clear. So with that, we will get into our readings for this month. Thank you. Pisces! Welcome to your April reading, but of course the message is for you anytime you find it. As always, we'll be using our classic Mystic Compass spread, starting here at the north. This card will represent the area of your life that has to do with housing, finances, career, etc. And then we've got an action item to follow. Over here to the east, we've got our thoughts, mindset, focus, dreams, as well as an action item to complement. Down here at the south, we've got our passions, our belief systems, anything that gets us really fired up, that gets us going, and our motivation, as well as a corresponding action item. Over here to the west, we've got our feelings and emotions, anything that is touching us in a deep emotional way, as well as an action item that corresponds. Finally, we've got one card in the center to tie everything together to show us what exactly we are looking at as the main point of the reading of this month and how everything is interconnected. Let us start at the north. 7 of Cups. Look at that. This is representing creativity. So when we're talking about our housing and finances and career, possibly healthcare, we're looking at creative pursuits. So this could be that you are in a creative field. You consider yourself to be a creative person in the arts, in entertainment, things like that. But it could also just mean thinking about things more creatively. A lot of you are creatives, and this is being that this is in the placement of the north, and this is a cups card, which represents the water element, and you're also a water sign. That's not surprising, but that's not going to be true for every single person here. So but we're thinking about creative solutions and how we approach these areas of our lives creatively to make them a little more palatable and less boring for all of us. And how can we bring in an element of emotion into these areas of our lives, right? Let's see, what is the action item over here? We've got the Hierophant. Look at that. So the Hierophant is a spiritual leader of sorts. So what area, what elements of a spiritual leader are important to you, and how can spiritual leaders help you in this pursuit of these areas of your life? Do you need spiritual guidance before embarking on a new journey to find a new home or to find a new job? Or is there something that you're needing spiritual guidance on around a health concern? How can you take that spiritual guidance as a creative and combine it to create with your own intuition to generate creative solutions to those problems? And this whole spiritual guidance aspect is really big for you right now, Pisces. I'm seeing this as like a huge thing, but you also can be a spiritual guide yourself. Let's see what we have over for you at the east. So this is your thoughts, dreams, anything of the mind, your focus, etc. Oh my gosh, we have the Six of Swords. Swords also represent the air element, just as the east does. And so this is really doubling down on that. This is all thought. This is all in your head, right? I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean that in like, this isn't necessarily something tangible, although it can be. So this card in particular is representing us from moving from one place to another, literally or figuratively, most likely. And it's generally moving from a less desirable situation to a more desirable one. And it can also represent travel. And so you're thinking, these are things that you're thinking about, but the thoughts are quickly coming to you, and this is a pretty quick moving energy. So it could be that you are literally moving very quickly, and it's like unexpected, and you didn't expect to be moving to a whole nother country, but all of a sudden an opportunity presented itself and you just have to say yes. It could be something like that. Let's see, what is your action item here? You can't make this up. It is the world. So I literally just said you could be moving from one country to another. And the world is indicative that that is true for many of you, Pisces. You're moving literally across the world. The world is your oyster. Wow. Sometimes even I surprise myself with how psychic I can be. So this is moving forward to a better situation. Like, this is the ultimate win. There is no better situation. You are moving towards a utopia. So if you've been thinking about making a move, this is your sign to actually take the move. Make the move. Don't hesitate. This is your sign to do it now. Okay? If you have been thinking about travel to another country, this is your sign to do it now. If you are, this is also a sign of celebration. This is and completion of a huge long cycle. This is another like major thing that's happening for you right now, Pisces. So take the time to celebrate all that you've overcome, all that you've escaped with the bad, less desirable situations, and all the work that has gone into making this move, because this is huge. This is life-changing for you. I'm so excited to see what happens next. Let's see what's going on for you down at the south. Not surprised. Wheel of Fortune. This is almost a lesser version of what I just read to you. So even in this area of your life of spirituality, this is, and passion and your connection to the divine, this is even what's happening down here. So Wheel of Fortune is really anything can happen. It could be a turn of misfortune, or it could be a turn of better fortune for you. Generally it's the latter. Generally it is better fortune, but that's something that's been on your mind of like maybe which spiritual path is best. And this is letting you know that whichever one you decide right now is the correct path. That is clear. That is what's happening. There is so much synchronicity between all of this for you right now, Pisces. I can't even believe like how hard this message is coming into play, and like really just tripling down, quadrupling down. You are in movement. You are in movement. And maybe that's why at the beginning of this reading I was talking about this spiritual guidance and creative pursuits in terms of your housing and finances and career, because you're trying to figure out how to make this whole thing work. It is working out for you. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor, because it's absolutely happening. I completely see it all right now. This is super exciting, Pisces. All right, let's see, what is your action item in the south? And we have the Queen of Wands. So this is complete bad bitchery, and this is leaning into like a matriarchal society, a matriarchal belief system, where you believe that you, instead of gaining and just taking everything that is yours because you earned it, this means that you're taking the things that you earn and that you gain in life, and then you distribute that wealth. You redistribute it to help other people. So you win something, you know, you could win the lottery, you could get a better job, you could move to a better place, and then you're able to help other people do the same thing because you care about the success and accomplishments of others. And this isn't just a one-man show or a one-woman show or a one-being show. So this is progression towards something better. This is fantastic. Yeah, I love that all of this is coming out for you. This is amazing, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you in the West with our water element. So this is focusing on emotions and feelings. Oh, Pisces, I see heartbreak. Oh, this is sad. So some of you are going through a breakup or a divorce or another type of heartache. Maybe there's a loss, maybe there's a death in your family or someone that's close to you, or it could just be the heartbreak of the situation of leaving that's causing grief because you're shaking up your entire world. I see all these exciting things we've been talking about, but there's still a part of you that is sad and doesn't necessarily want to leave your old life behind, and maybe you don't feel ready to move on, but it is possible, and it is time, and you can do it, and I absolutely believe in you. Let's see what's your action item over here to maybe make this feel a little bit better for you. Okay, Knight of Cups. There is some hope here. This is moving forward with emotion, from an emotional state, even when it's hard. So do things that you know are good for you, good for your soul, even though they're hard. That means maybe instead of drinking a bottle of wine, you're going every day, you're going to a yoga class every day. Something like that, okay? This is doing things that are really fulfilling to you emotionally so that you aren't stuck in cycles of grief and nonstop processing. You can move forward emotionally, and it is happening. You have so many things to look forward to, and this will help you. It will be better for you in the long run, in the short term, if you do the things that are fulfilling now, rather than waiting until another time to feel better before you start doing those things. Okay, Pisces? We have one more card to tie everything together and see what is our central theme of everything here. Interesting. It's the Five of Pentacles. And the message here is that what you seek is seeking you. And if you are going out and thinking that, and you believe that there is something better for you out there, you are right. If you're going out and you believe that there's no better situation for you and that you can't overcome this, and that you are worse off for leaving, you are also right. So it's all in perspective. This is also a sign for you to go into your next steps with eyes wide open, and so that you can fully see what it is that you're getting yourself into. And this is a little bit of a warning to not just shy away from difficult conversations and asking difficult questions simply because you don't want to deal with the responses, or you just feel like you're dealing with too much right now and it's just hard for you to do that. You have to face your fears and get real information. Okay, so some of you might find solace in a church or another religious place of worship or that type of community. Some of you are going to find more solace in just responding to positive opportunities that come your way. But remember to keep both eyes open so that you can see where exactly it is that you're going. All right, Pisces, thank you so much. I will see you again so soon. Bye. Please be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for a fuller picture of your month ahead. Thank you. Bye.